If you clicked on this video, you're probably tired of scrolling through Netflix, wondering why every horror looks exactly the same. Well, not today. Today, on Top 2 Day, I've picked 5 shocking, disturbing films that were so intense they were removed from Netflix. No worries, you can still watch these movies on other platforms, and some of them even for free. I guarantee they're better than 99% of the new horror films these days. Don't believe me? Watch till the end and find out. Let's go!
아내가 그곳을 건드려 버렸어.
똑같아 증상이 사람들이.
The Wailing, 2016. If you've never seen The Wailing, get ready for a terrifying ride through rural Korea. The film follows a bumbling local cop named Jung-gu who starts investigating a string of brutal murders and a mysterious illness spreading through his quiet village. As suspicion falls on a strange Japanese stranger, the tension rises, and when Jung-gu's own daughter becomes afflicted, the stakes become horrifyingly personal. In desperation, he calls in a shaman, sparking a chilling clash between faith, folklore, and supernatural forces. The film masterfully blends detective thriller elements with exorcism, cultural superstition, and slow-burning suspense, creating an atmosphere that never lets you feel safe. Critics praise The Wailing for its unsettling visuals, carefully built dread, and complex storytelling. What begins like an infection or zombie horror slowly transforms into a story of demonic possession and spiritual terror. Director Na Hong-jin uses rain, rituals, and symbolic imagery to make every scene both beautiful and terrifying. Honestly, this is one of the best modern horror films I've seen. The suspense never lets up, the acting is phenomenal, and the story keeps you guessing until the very end. If you love horror that messes with your mind and lingers long after the credits, The Wailing is a must-watch. It might just be the best Korean horror ever made.
Mama?
Goodnight Mommy, 2014. If you think you know Twisted Family horror, wait until you've seen Goodnight Mommy. Set in a silent, isolated lakeside house in rural Austria, the film follows twin boys, Elias and Lucas, who eagerly wait for their mother's return, only to find her face wrapped in surgical bandages. But her behavior is off. She's colder, distant, and violently strict. As the boys' paranoia grows, they begin to suspect that the woman under the bandages isn't really their mother. They impose strict silence, demand the blinds be shut even during the day, and play mind games to figure out the truth. The tension mounts slowly but surely. When the twins' doubts turn into desperate, cruel actions, the movie becomes deeply unsettling. Critics praise the film for its chilling atmosphere, psychological depth, and the way it uses minimal dialogue to create maximum dread. The performances are haunting, especially from the twin actors and their mysterious, bandaged mother. A fascinating detail: the story plays with Capgras delusion. The boys fear their mother has been replaced by an imposter. Actress Suzanne Voost endured 3 months of isolation during filming. The house was remote, with no cell service or internet, which only adds to the creepy authenticity. Viewers often describe Goodnight Mommy as brutally slow-burning but deeply disturbing, with a twist and bleak ending that lingers long after the credits roll. Personally, this is one of the most emotionally ruthless horror films I've ever watched. If you like horror that gets inside your head, explores identity, and slowly punishes your expectations, Goodnight Mommy is an absolute must.
My name is Scarlett Marlowe, and I'm a student in urban archaeology.
As above, so below. This one has already become a cult classic for the millennials like me. Back in the day, this horror film caused quite a stir, and many people knew about it. Now, I want more people to remember how it all started. As Above, So Below isn't necessarily the scariest film on this list, but it definitely has its own unique charm. The story follows a team of explorers, led by Scarlett, who venture into the infamous catacombs beneath Paris in search of hidden treasure and ancient secrets. What begins as an adventurous thrill quickly turns into a claustrophobic nightmare as the tunnels twist, collapse, and reveal horrifying secrets from their pasts. The film cleverly mixes found footage-style cinematography with psychological horror, supernatural elements, and the sheer terror of being trapped underground. Every shadow and echo in the catacombs adds tension, and the film constantly plays with the characters' fears and guilt. If you're looking for first-person, footage-found immersive horror, like the Blair Witch Project, this film is definitely for you.
What happened to you?
First, they bound her.
The Autopsy of Jane Doe, 2016. The Autopsy of Jane Doe is a tense, atmospheric horror that keeps you on edge from start to finish. The story follows a father and son coroner team, Tommy and Austin, working late in their small-town morgue when a mysterious, unidentified corpse, dubbed Jane Doe, is brought in. At first, the autopsy seems routine, but as they examine her, strange and increasingly terrifying phenomena begin to occur. Wounds appear that shouldn't exist, cryptic symbols emerge, and the temperature drops unnaturally. The more they uncover, the more they realize that Jane Doe's death is far from ordinary. Shot with tight, claustrophobic visuals and minimal but effective scares, the film masterfully blends supernatural horror with psychological tension. Critics praise it for clever storytelling, strong performances, and its ability to create dread without relying on cheap jump surprises. This film isn't for everyone, but if you want something dark, suspenseful, and genuinely unsettling, it's the right choice.
Who's gonna take care of me?
You don't think I'm gonna take care of you?
But when you die.
Hereditary, 2018. Hereditary is, without a doubt, the most disturbing and intense film on this list. A true masterpiece of modern horror. The story follows the Graham family after the death of their secretive grandmother, Ellen. Annie, the mother, is a miniature artist struggling with grief and a complicated past, while her husband Steve and their two children, Peter and Charlie, are also coping in their own ways. Strange and terrifying events begin to unfold. Unexplained accidents, shadowy visions, and objects moving on their own. As Annie digs deeper into her mother's life, she discovers hidden secrets tied to dark occult practices. The supernatural forces at play manipulate the family, slowly revealing a horrifying plan that they are all trapped within. Every scene ratchets up tension, combining psychological terror with physical horror, leaving viewers on edge. Toni Collette delivers a phenomenal performance, portraying fear, grief, and despair with such raw intensity that every frightening moment feels painfully real. The film blends family trauma with supernatural horror, crafting a suffocating atmosphere where no one is safe, and every revelation hits harder than the last. Hereditary is deeply unsettling, clever, and unforgettable. Highly recommended for any horror fan who wants a film that sticks with them long after the credits roll. So that was our top 5 Netflix horror films that were removed. Now, which of these films shocked you the most? Have you watched at least one of them? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more top 2-day content with the scariest, most disturbing films from around the world. See you in the next one.